All right, begin.
What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great start to your Monday morning. Let's go ahead and talk about this Wendy Williams situation. Now, once again, you have Wendy's staff. They're worried about Wendy's well-being first and foremost, but they're also worried about their job security because their job security is predicated on Wendy Williams showing up and doing her job. Now, Wendy Williams' ex-DJ, DJ Boof, actually slid from underneath his turntables to throw shade at Wendy. We're going to get to what he had to say in regards to this situation. But yeah, the staff is saying that the situation has gotten so bad, they don't know if the show is going to actually make it through the season. They feel that Wendy may need to go get treatment. But at this point, I need the top execs of the show to intervene, and they need to save Wendy from herself, all right? They need to intervene and pull the plug on the show, because what matters most is Wendy's health, right? And at the same time, you can't keep pushing her out there just to get views, just to make money, just to get those ratings. At some point, you have to care about the human being. Now, even though I'm advocating for Wendy to go get the necessary help that she needs, because Lord knows she can't keep coming to work looking like this. You know, it's so sad to see that Wendy cannot fully run to her seat like she normally does. It's almost like she's taking extra careful steps so she don't fall and bust her ass. Now, according to LoveBScott.com, the producers are worried that Wendy is going to pass out on air again. And some days it's so bad that they pull the plug on the show and they actually have to air repeats. Now, when you look at it in its totality, they're losing a lot of money by airing all these reruns because Wendy Williams is a big production. And so they can't keep doing that. They're losing a lot of money. Now, they're saying that Debmar Mercury is regretting his decision to actually renew Wendy Williams for 2 more years. Now, they're also saying that Debmar and the staff are very sympathetic to what Wendy had to endure when she went through her traumatic and dramatic marriage to Kevin Hunter, and then also the divorce and things of that nature. They're very sympathetic, but they're over it. And even her manager, Bernie, is pleading with her behind the scenes to go and seek help. But a lot of people are so afraid to say something because they don't want to lose their job, right? Especially during the times that we have been faced with presently. No one wants to say anything to get let go right now, you know, because a lot of people are dependent on that financial stability to get them through. And I understand that in its totality. Now, if you guys can remember last year, or was it earlier this year? Well, when Wendy took a hiatus, right, they had Jerry O'Connell in her spot to actually see how he would do, but the ratings fell through, and that is why Debmar ended up giving Wendy a 2-year extension. So in other words, Wendy got that extension by the hairs of her chinny chin chin, right? It wasn't a foregone conclusion, but her getting renewed was predicated on the fact that Jerry O'Connell didn't do that well when he was given a tryout in her time slot. Now, DJ Boof actually responded to a post right on Instagram, and I believe it was a post from the Wendy Williams Show. Now, there were some fans that were in the comments that were talking about Wendy's odd behavior, and they were showing some sympathy and empathy towards the situation, but they also felt that it was time for Wendy to give up her seat. And so DJ Boof decided to respond to one of the people that were in the comments talking about it. And this is what he said. Alright, so one Bev says, she don't listen to them, probably why DJ Boof left the show. And then DJ Boof says at one Bev, yep, exactly, it will all come out. Y'all have no idea what's going on, and everyone there is afraid to speak up because they don't want to lose their jobs. This is going to play out bad. Feel sorry for the workers and the victims. Have a blessed day. Alright, to my knowledge, I believe that Wendy replaced him and let him go, basically. All right, that's what I'm hearing. But he's saying that he left on his own will, or he's actually implying that he left the show. So I'm not going to discredit this brother's truth. If he left the show, he left the show on his own will. But I will say this. Have you ever noticed that when people work for these big time corporations and things of that nature, they know a lot of things, a lot of shady things that be going down, and they don't say anything until they get fired or until their bag is affected? Now, all of a sudden, you want to talk about everything that went down at the show. In DJ Boof's case, you want to talk about all the negativity and the drama, right? Because you got let go or you left, whichever one you believe or whichever one happened. Now you want to talk about the things that happened. What about people just standing on principle and saying, you know what? All money ain't good money, right? So if I see something within an organization or, you know, whatever corporation I'm working for that doesn't support my morals and values, then me personally, I'm gonna hit the dough on you, right? I gotta go, I'm out, because I choose my dignity and my respect over letting someone do some corrupt things in front of my face and I know about it and I'm not gonna say nothing because I'm getting a bag. That's not how I roll, but other people choose the bag over principle. Listen, check this out, right? So DJ Boof is the actual DJ for Nicki Minaj. What if Nicki let him go and she actually went with another DJ? Would DJ Boof try to, you know, expose her secrets and things that he know about her as well? You know, you didn't say anything while you were DJing for her, but now that your bag is compromised, your money situation is no longer there with Nicki, now you want to do a tell-all. See, I don't like people that do that, in my opinion. Me, I feel like this. When you come across a shady situation, you address it then. Don't wait until something personally affects you to actually speak out about it, right? Because if you've seen other people getting violated around or in the same camp or in your working environment, then you're part of the problem. You know, silence means compliance. You enabled the situation because you sat there and you said nothing. Now, if DJ Boof was done wrong, I expect that man to get his just due, and I hope that he's vindicated, right, from any wrongdoing that Wendy has did to him. But at the same time, when you're talking about other people and you know certain secrets, now you want to talk about it? Nah, player, I can't rock with that. You got to keep it all the way 1,000. You got to keep it all the way 1,000. If you didn't like the working environment and because it didn't compromise your bag at the time, but you had nothing to say, but now you want to come out and say something, to me, that's fake. Now, all of a sudden, they're victims and it's all going to come out one day after you got let go. Come on, man. Miss me with that. Miss me with that. And I'm not going to just hold DJ Boof accountable. There's people that work at the Wendy Williams Show that know a lot of things, but because they're getting a check, they're not saying anything. And I don't like people who do that. You know what I'm saying? I do believe that there could be victims. I will never discredit that. That's just not in my makeup. But at the same time, when are you going to say something? When are you going to say that? It's more imperative to me as a human being, the foundation of how I was raised, to actually call people out. And if my bag is compromised, then guess what? I just didn't sit back and let anything happen to everybody around me, right? God will bless me to get another bag. But make no mistake about it, y'all. Money is the root of all evil. Now, guys, I told you I had a twisted thought about Wendy Williams and why she's acting the way that she's acting. And I want to ask you guys, drop down in the comments, do you think that Wendy is just putting on a show? Because I do know that she has had her past problems with addiction, but she could be playing off of that, because if she starts acting weird on the show, that it can create the drama and the attention she needs to boost those ratings just a tad bit. Now, I do see a lot of people saying that they're tuning Wendy out, but at the same time, you're going to have more people to just check on Wendy to see what she's doing, to see how she's acting, because of all this drama of her acting like a weirdo on her own show, right? So that's what I'm thinking, in a sense, that she's putting on this show, this front, to see if it can drive views, in my opinion. Now, I do understand that it can have a reverse action where people will just tune her out entirely, but I'm just thinking, you just never know. People may just tune in just to see if she's going to be better than what she was yesterday. And I do understand that it could be the combination of both, the fact that she has relapse and the fact that she could be putting on too. So two things can be true at the same time. But anyway, I'm gonna let this go and let y'all have that in the comments. Drop down and let me know what you think about this entire situation. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll get with you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.